Roblox house in updated Outback Place. You voted to have videos taken of this map, so I'm going to show you all the fans around the map and deliver as many updates as I can, probably weekly if not fortnightly. So in the lounge room we have this wing tat. It's a genuine wing tat. It's actually on a HPM Legrand controller. We've got a Mistral Loyal with the medallion on the bottom. In the laundry we've got a National 90cm on a Wattmaster controller and an Explorer exhaust fan, which does work. Nothing in the toilet. In the lounge we've got a Chevron. I don't know the model name of those, but it's on a Wattmaster Evergo controller. So I don't really use these on high that often. That was actually supposed to be on low. This one's on high because it's in my bedroom. I do need to change around the script though, because speed 1 should actually be high. Alright, another bedroom. There's another one here, but that one's not used. The bathroom, we have a Mistral exhaust fan. That might need replacing. Oh yeah, I need to swap that out for the newer model, but let's test it anyways. See, it spins way too fast. Okay, now we're in my neighbour's house, which is just across the street because my house is over there. In their lounge room, we have this Martech ceiling fan. It's very dirty and it's in reverse actually, but they don't care. They don't really care about the fans that much. We've got another Martech 56-inch in the kitchen/dining area. The controller's totally not a block of cheese. No, never mind. That was the wrong house. I thought there was a old Mistral controller in there, but this is a house across the road. Right, this Martech has a bad capacitor, 3-speed. This one runs fine, but they have another pedestal fan here too. This one's high quality, brand new, obviously, as you can see, totally. Although it's clean, they must have cleaned it fairly recently. But yeah, the light totally didn't go missing. Got a pedestal fan. The knob's missing to the controller as well. I don't think they have an exhaust fan. Nope, I had to put one in. Alright, and in this bedroom we've got another Martech, which totally the light hit didn't fall off and fly over there. Very, very, very safe. And the knob's missing. Alright, now we're in a rental property with two of these Arctic Boston 2 ceiling fans, 6-speed DC. The blades totally are not trippy. Mint condition right here. Yeah, there's the remotes, nothing in there. There is HPM, a Fierce Sparky, another HPM out there. HPM's all the Fierce doesn't. There's just clipsels in the bedroom, nothing too spectacular. In here there's an Arctic Boston, which did replace the clipsel. That's as fast as it goes, they're not really that fast. But they move them decent. Okay, we've got this market store, which is a Mistral, which replaced the Loyal. I don't actually know why, but it was a Mistral Loyal, so they replaced it with another Mistral. We've got an Airflow here, which did replace a SMC K36 a couple of years ago, and it's already wobbly. We've got this very wobbly, brilliant lighting Tempo, piece of garbage. It's on the Mistral controller, and we've actually got a genuine Mistral Loyal over here. Well, as other words known, capacitor style fan, which still works quite nicely. I guess while I'm here, oh, man, I can't get in there, what the heck. Okay, I can't get in there either. Never mind. There's a Noob house which has SMC Wattmaster lounge. Very, 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 very clean on this modern 3-speed control. This one in the kitchen's about to seize because it doesn't work very well, as if I can show you. Since it's been running, it's well fine, but it's on a Wattmaster controller, which is its original. Upstairs we've got a Wattmaster controller, but it's running a HPM, and the nut's missing. And here we've got Living Essentials 1300mm, which is basically just literally an Arctic. You replace the Lucier. In the gym we have this wall fan. They're not really that interesting, but I'll show them anyways. One-ear controller on this clipsel, which has a nice bent blade. Heritage style controller by Martech, I think. For this clipsel, we've got this wall fan that does work, I think. Maybe not. I better replace that because I don't know what happened to the cages. This one, I don't... Oh, never mind, it is on. Okay, we've got this airflow up here on a Bonaire controller. Totally not mounted upside down. A 48 Hero fan. I actually heard they're looking at replacing the lights to LEDs in here and putting air conditioning, so the fans might actually get removed. And the Hero is also on a Bonaire controller. Council office. It's not too fast. There's the remote. That one stopped working. So we turn it on, it doesn't do anything. Airflow on a Crompton Parkinson controller, because they all replace Crompton Parkinson. In here, those are the controls. We've got a remote as well. So this one's on high. Much faster than this generic Igloo surf fan. They don't actually spin that fast. We've got a Weatherite up here. It's one of the earlier versions, I think. Another Crompton Parkinson. Then we got a piece of junk. It's very wobbly. It's been out there for a few years now. In the bathroom, we have this Brimsmead exhaust fan. Here it is. They actually clean it, surprisingly. In this cafe, we have some stainless steel clipsals just running on a nice nostalgic low. They're on variable speed control. Only one variable speed control, which controls all 4 fans. But they don't seem to be minding it too bad. Actually closing down soon. It has 3 junk Milano ceiling fans in here. These are rubbish. This one wobbles insane. I'm actually going to see if I can show you that one. Okay, they're very laggy, so none of them just none of them want 3 Winco Watt Masters in the bank, which they don't even use them. There's a controller for one of them. There's another one up there, and the controller for those. These 2 are those. Yeah, they don't use any of them. They just prefer to use this broken air conditioning. Here we have some hexagonal National Wattmaster ceiling fans. These, well, in real life, they actually do that too. They kind of just stop working because the lower canopy rubs through the wiring and wrecks it. So this one had that happen. This one replaced one that happened, but that one's actually on a Wattmaster control. So they must have replaced another one of those, but they swapped the controller for that originally. This one doesn't work either. I can show you that they don't work. Nothing. Winco Wattmaster, which replaced one as well. And the only working one in here, which is this one. But they do have air conditioning though, so they'll probably use it. In this store we have Crompton Grease 48 inch. That one actually does not work now. The capacitor has stopped working in it. So if we turn it on, it doesn't do anything. So yeah, this one's always on basically, that one. That's why it's a little bit dustier. The GEC, he does not use that because look how high up the controller is. That one, he uses these 2 a fair bit. That one wobbles slightly. But that one and this one recently failed, so I'm not sure what he's going to replace that with. If you Mitre 10, we have some HPM ceiling fans, just the generic ones, before they stop making the J-hook ones, because they don't do the J-hooks anymore. That one's fine. This one runs fine. This one's totally working fine. We won't talk about what happened to that one. The forklift totally didn't slam into it. That one's fine. That one's fine. That's probably going to happen more to the other ones as well. Forklift's going to smash into them all. I did not build this. Tyson built this, so if the fans get smashed in, well, that's his fault. But I don't speak to Tyson anymore, so the fans are just going to get probably removed. But yeah, this one's going to fall down. Okay, we are in the library. This very, very old library. We've got a GC Union to start. Very filthy. They're never going to clean it. There's the controller. We've got this 360 loft sold at Bunnings. I think it's a special order. Either way, it was turning a minute ago. It keeps jamming itself. It's totally not a piece of garbage. Look at it. It's broken. We've got a Royal Industrial. It's not the Loyal variant, it's the other one. This motor one. Which is on this GC controller, I think. Got another GC Union. Another GC Union. Got a Crompton Grease, which replaced the GC Union. I think it was in the 90s or the 80s, I'm not sure. Got this Clipser, which replaced a Mistral that actually fell down, which the Mistral replaced a Martech, surprisingly. This Martech's fine. The Martechs were on variable speed, but they actually replaced all of the controllers last year. This Martech's in reverse. This one's fine. They wonder why that one doesn't move in the air. Yeah, I wonder. Okay, DMC, that one replaced the Union as well. This was put up there, I forgot where from. Yeah, I forgot where they got it from. And also, there was a fan over here. This is a Revelair Roma 48 inch. There was a GC Union here, but the blade snapped off. And then they replaced it with a Fierce Sparky, which this whole new bookshelf is new because the old one, the section of it, fell down and smashed onto the fan. Bent blades, it's very wobbly. So they replaced it, but it looks like they only did the motor set again. There's a control, we can turn it on for you. These do exist in real life, these Revelair Roma ceiling fans. I don't know how good they would be though, but they're basically just a Clipsal airflow without the nut. They have ABS plastic blades and they come in white or black. I guess the black side of it is nice, because Clipsal does not do their standard ceiling fans in black, unless you go with the Clipsal Airflow DC fans. Alright, we are in a restaurant / bar area, I guess. We've got a 120cm Fierce Sparky. These are alright, but they're a bit wobbly. This one's also it's not very wobbly. Now we've got the Clipsal Zen in there. In the kitchen area, we have no access, okay. Alright, this one, as you can, it's very stable, as you can see. Alright, this one, it's as you can see, a little bit wobbly. This one's actually alright, that's a surprise. And this one's a little shaky. Looks like it's spinning a little slower as well. And we've got a Clipsal Zen, the famous Clipsal Zen ceiling fan. 2 blades, technically 4, but because it has 2 sets, you can see. $2 store, an imported CMC ceiling fan. They put a new capacitor in it last year, actually. And it's running on a golden fan regulator, so that's questionable. We've got a Jamaica Wind here as well, which also, I think that's the golden fan logo. Either way, Jamaica Wind, that has a new capacitor last year too. We've got a Clipsal, which replaced a failed Jamaica Wind, I think last year, if not the year before. Also on a golden fan controller. And that's all the fans in here. I'm surprised because this place gets very hot. This map gets very warm as well. So they should probably do something about the rest of the store. But I don't think they will. We have this abandoned, well, it's not really abandoned, but they're actually planning on demolishing it. I guess you could call it abandoned for now. They're going to be demolishing this building soon. I'm not sure what they're going to build here, but it has 2 national ceiling fans in there. They are the outdated model that I did make a couple of years ago, so I'm going to change them to that. But I might take the fans out before they get demolished. I have to see if I get there in time before the excavator arrives, because that building over there is also up for demolition. So I'm not sure how long it'll be. We are in the restaurant across the road. But as you can see, I think this place needs to be demolished. It's not in very good condition. As you'll see, yeah, everything's totally fine in here. So, everything's just rotten. Here's a nice high quality Mistral. Totally I don't know what happened to the blade, but it's definitely having some problems. This one's okay though, but the light shade's missing. Not sure why the top canopy's down, because the fan doesn't wobble. Yeah, this one might chuck another blade soon. The light's smashed off this one. This one poses an electrical safety issue. This one missing the globe. As you can see by the look of the place, it's very, very, very run down. It needs to be demolished. If we go into the kitchen, yeah, I wouldn't want to buy anything from this place. Right, now we're inside of this grocery store. This replaced a Weatherite, which replaced a Loyal. We've got a Loyal that's still here. It wobbles a bit. A Ventair Sky Fan, which replaced a Brilliant Lighting thing, which was an SMC rebrand. It actually fell down. Gee, I wonder how that happened. Here's the controls. This replaced the Clipsal. Some Makeda Swift, 56 inch. Another Clipsal that replaced a Hella. Another Loyal GC. Another one. That one's on the Union controller. This golden fan, which is very, very dirty. That's on high speed. It's not very fast. Another one. There's that Ventes Sky fan. 52 inch DC. And there's the remote for it. Some of you may remember this 7-Eleven actually. I used to have a lot of old fans in it, but now it's actually going to be demolished. Oh my goodness, what's going on in here? The ceiling's all gutted, some of it, most of it. So yeah, these Panasonic fans are actually probably going to get ripped out. Not ripped out, sorry, demolished. I'm not too concerned about saving them though. The air conditioner will go. But this place is destined for demolition, so we'll see when that happens. Probably by the next update, though. They're usually pretty quick to demolish things. Hanaco Vandal Resistant Light and Eclipse 1. So this should be the last time you're going to see this 7-Eleven. And it's got LED light. Now we are in a small independent shop that has this Clipsal, which was actually added, believe it or not. They added this ceiling fan here. Yeah, it didn't actually replace anything, so. But there's also a UEC over here, which I do want to get in this map actually for my collection. Because in this map I do collect ceiling fans, so I would like to actually get it for my collection, because it's the only UEC in this entire map. So very, very rare. But yeah, they still use it. It wobbles, unfortunately. I'll take you over and show you the controls. We are in a... What shop's this? Oh, Family Dollar. Never heard of such thing. But anyways, we've got this Mistral 1440 ceiling fan. It's not the beige one, it's the white one. That's high speed. It seems to be a little slow. Just a little bit though. And this piece of junk HPM actually did replace one. But it's also very wobbly now. Now the original controllers did actually get replaced when the HPM was here. But now... there's just one Mistral left, so I don't know how long it'll be before that one gets replaced, but all I know is they use these things on hire, like 24/7, so we'll see which one goes first. In GameStop next door, we have this Clipsal ceiling fan, 1200 mil, it's a little wobbly. These are the 2018 and prior models because, wait, no, I don't think they made them before 2018. These are the older Clipsal new models, if that makes sense. There's 4 of these in here. This one's slightly wobbling. That one's alright. They do use them a lot actually, because there's no air conditioning in here, as you can see. Just across from the GameStop, we have a supermarket that has this 56-inch SMC Wattmaster here, on the 3-speed version of it. These also do come in 5-speed, as you would know. This one used to wobble more, but they actually cleaned it recently and fixed the wobble. We've got this Ventag Glacier ceiling fan. It's DC, and they actually added it. There was actually no fan here before. It was added because, for some silly reason, when they added the fans originally, you can see that they missed the counters for some reason. Either way, this Ventag Glacier doesn't actually look too bad. Clipsal over here, which replaced, I think it was an airflow, an SMC airflow or something like that. I don't know why, but this thing's wobbling already. This one over here, it seems to have failed, because it actually is on. I didn't do anything to it. Another wobbly Clipsal. Wobbly Wattmaster, but the nut is missing. Probably because it wobbles so much. And another one. Then we'll show you the controls. But I don't mind DC ceiling fans. They are the way of the future. They've got to be good and built properly, so some designs can look cool. But yeah, this was one of them I don't actually know. Here we have a fan in a clothing store. Well, there's actually 2 fans in here. This one you've probably never ever seen something like this before. This is a GC Everest Junior ceiling fan. They made them, I think it was 56-inch or 60-inch. So I have to do some research. But this is the 36-inch version. There is no 48. These are quite rare. I think they're from the 70s. I could be wrong, but possibly even the 50s, because the similar version with a genuine lower canopy actually was from the 50s. And we've got this Madison ceiling fan directly across it, which unfortunately replaced one of those Everests. Also in this game app, I'd like to get my hands on an Everest for my collection. There's the control. Very, very hard to see, but the bowling alley was actually recently renovated. All the club saws and SMC Wattmasters are gone. They've actually replaced them with not just some generic DC fan. These are the Clipsal Airflow DC ceiling fans, 4 blades, 52 inch. Remote control. I'll show you the remotes that they actually use in real life because it's just a photo. These are actually fairly decent. Well, I assume. There's roll 4 along here, so they're all working quite nicely. They're 5 speed, 4 blades or 3 blades, whichever you prefer. They also make them in 36 inch as well. So, really cool. And white. You can actually see the dumpster that they still have not taken away. Let's go some rummaging through it. There's all the fans. As you can see, there weren't really anything too special, just Wattmasters and Clipsals. I'm not going to take these out of the bin for my collection in this map because these fans don't interest me that much. Before they actually renovated, one of the SMC Wattmasters tripped the breaker, and one of them actually threw a blade. It detached from the rivets. Where is that one? I think it's that one under there with the canopy down. Is it? Maybe not. I'm not sure. It's in here somewhere. A 7-Eleven store. This is another one, I think. Yeah, it is. Which has this airflow. No, I think it's an SMC airflow. You replaced a Bonaire. But they're all running on Martech Heritage controller for some reason. You've got an original Bonaire. There's no air conditioning here, so they have to use them. This weird Evantair, Sun Air thing, ring grip, whatever you want to call it. It's a piece of junk. And this one. Another Bonaire. It's missing a nut though. In the grocery store, shop next door, we have 3 of these 1950s GCs. They're kind of like a pancake motor, but they're very flat in real life, more so than they look here in Roblox actually. But these are 56 inch or 36 inch, but these are actually 56. So these are on their original controllers. This one this one's actually on a Crompton Grease controller, and one was replaced in the 80s with this Australia Tat. So those are the original controllers for down there. They don't use them because they claim the controllers overheat and smell. There's the Crompton Grease controller and the Wing Tac controller. No idea why it's on a Wing Tac controller even though it's a Mistral Air. And don't know why that's on a Crompton Grease controller when it's a GC. But they've replaced the controller at some point. But this one they do use a lot. So alright, now here's the fans in this bar. There's 3 Wing Tats. This is the only one that works. This one seizes up when you turn it on. This one does the same, so we'll show you that. And it just keeps doing that. And that one over there, we turn it on. It looks like it's going to run. Oop, it's jamming. Oop, it's locked up. So yeah. Then we've got a Morelli. This one keeps slowing down and speeding up, as you can see, for no apparent reason. Another one. And a Winco Wattmaster, which is, I think it's on low. I'm not sure. These have loose motor mounts as well, as you can see. So yeah, not the best. Council office, we have some X-Player exhaust fans. This is GX6 modern version. Not a GX6 up there, but it's a vintage version. It does not work. We have this one over here, which does work, as you can see it's running. Another one over here, which you can see is also running. We'll go inside and have a look. That one is functioning as intended. The louvers are a bit dusty. Oops. This one, the louver is damaged and it's not open. Oh, the levers are broken on that one as well. This Hero ceiling fan doesn't work. We've got a Compton Parkinson. They're all on 3 speeds. That one's on 3 speed as well. In here we've got some GX12 Expelliarms. We've got that one up there. These are the 60s versions as well. Look at that one, and that one's dusty. And then we go into here. Oh, the louvers don't work on that one either. SMC fan and a Crompton Greaves, both on 3-speed controls. In here we've got a GC 1950s, which is what they originally had before they replaced some to Crompton Parkinsons, I guess. They're on light switches, so we'll come back to that one in a second. Another one in here. This used to be an open area, but they closed it in. Just moved the fan switches. So yeah, they don't spin very fast anymore because, well, they don't use them. And the capacitors are worn out now because they're from the 50s. So as you can see, they don't actually go that fast. So yeah, that's the Wendy's. We have some ceiling fans, mostly Casablanca. We've got a crappy Brilliant Lighting Tempo fan, which replaced the Casablanca. We've got a Casablanca with a slight wobble. We've got another Casablanca which does not wobble. We've got a Eclipser, which is very, very wobbly. He replaced the Casablanca too. We've got another wobbly Casablanca. Another one. That's also in reverse too, that tempo fan. Another one that wobbles. Another one that wobbles. That one's fine. This one's very, very, very wobbly. That one's fine. And that one's also a little wobbly. Store we have another Brilliant Lighting Tempo, which replaced the Sunset Loyal like that one. That one's on low today, not sure why. And we've got a Ventes Stanza, which replaced an SMC GEC that had a failed capacitor. That's Loyal, but it's rebranded as Sunset. Another GEC SMC replaced the Loyal, and this one SMC Wattmaster replaced the Loyal, but the controller got replaced with the DMC beforehand. Dollar PVB, I think it is. Ceiling fans in here. The both working fine. That one's missing the knob on the controller, and there was one upstairs, but they replaced it to Wattmaster. This GC Loyal in here, older version as well, 56 inch, so it's on high. Then we go into the next building. We've got a GC Relight, 36 inch, missing both canopies, 6 speed, and one was replaced with Robin Hood, 90 centimeter. In here they've got a Royal Industrial. The controllers replaced to a Martech Heritage. In here there was a Winco Wattmaster. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. Something's going on there. Next door we have two, well, there's this Revelair, but there's another one up there. That one they don't use it because this controller, wrong controller, is like that. And we have an SMC Wattmaster, which replaced one as well. We got two Expelliarm exhaust fans. The one on the left broken, but they do work. In here, one of the Crompton Parkinsons is on high today. This one's on low. Then we go, there's the controllers, then we go upstairs. This Hero Bianca's on low. In here, we've got a 1990s Weatherite, which replaced an Usher Revelair. We've got a very wobbly Usher Revelair. We've got a Hitachi ceiling fan, 1950s, 6 speeds, and an Expelliarm exhaust fan with orange blades. One was removed as well, so there's the Hitachi and Mitsubishi, so Wattmasters in here, Winco's, the earlier version with the indent, the motor, SMC. This one wobbles. Here's some of the controllers. Some more, don't know what's behind there. That one's got a bad capacitor. This one runs fine. Runs fine. A little wobble. That one's not on. That one runs fine. This one's fine too. This one's a bit wobblier. A Fierce Sparky, which replaced the Wattmaster. Another Wattmaster. Another Wattmaster. There's that one again. Here's another Wattmaster. Bladeless one. This one's a bit wobblier. Another wobbly one. No, that one's not wobbly. No, never mind, it is. Another one. Another wobbly one. This one's not used. Another wobbly version. This one has a loose hook in the ceiling, that's why it's wobbling. So it's usually a lot worse than that, doesn't know why. It's fixed itself all of a sudden. Here's all the controllers. Then if we go in here, there's a rare loyal with curved blades. The last line of shops, we've got this airflow which is in reverse, 56 inch, which replaced the GC Queens there, same as this one. He doesn't use this one any faster than this because the bearings are bad. It's on a Winco Wattmaster controller. This one's on a Martech controller. And there's actually one back here as well, which this one was original. But there used to be two of the 56 inch ones out here, but I replaced one. And here we got GC Kingsway and an Explorer exhaust fan, 1960s. That one runs fine, a little bit slower than what it should be. This one here is quite slow. I don't know, the other one's slower, but this one is still slow. There's the controls, pedestal fan. In here we've got Brimsmead ceiling fans from the 1970s. There's the controllers. One was replaced with this GC. It's got a nice wobble to it, bit of a bad capacitor. We've got a Triton, which also replaced one as well. Another Brimsmead. These were DMC knockoffs. We've got an Evergo, which they actually added here. It did not replace anything. Then we've got 1970s GC. It's a relight model. We've got a TAT Reef Breeze thing, which replaced GC as well. That one. We've got another one of those GC relights. And we've got a bad capacitor airflow, which replaced the GC relight. The GC, which is not on today. It does work though. It just doesn't use it all the time. In here, there's some 1970s Woodmasters. This one they use, it's on a Chevron controller. But this one they don't use because the control's bad. Explorer exhaust fan. Next door we have hairdressers. The Wattmaster here, they don't use them on high because of controllers. That one they don't use at all. That's on medium, believe it or not. But someone mounted the clips will control upside down. As you can see, that's quite melted. In this supermarket we've got some Royal ceiling fans, Royal Loyal things. There's all the controllers. They're quite melted in places. These ones they don't use because the controllers, they are there. There's a controller there for this one. So they don't know where the controllers are, so they don't use them. Mistral's in reverse constantly, because that's just what they turn it on, is reverse. This one's a bit of a wobble. One got replaced with an airflow, which already has a bad capacitor. We've got this one here, which one of the blades is incorrectly on. It's also missing a screw, so it's going to fly off probably. This one's got a bent blade. And this one's got many bent blades and a broken top canopy. Now we're up to the last place of this map, which is this restaurant. Used to have these black Bonaire fans, but some have been replaced with Majestics. This one doesn't work, capacitors failed. This one's also on high, the capacitors failed. This one also capacitors failed. These ones are failing as well. They're probably going to replace them all. Here's all the controllers for everything. A lot of them were actually replaced already in the early 2000s with these Honda Pacific Majestic cooler fans. Most of which these are fine. That one's in reverse. The upstairs. This one's fine. They're all a bit wobbly though. Blades have not sagged yet actually. That one's also a little slow. One was replaced to a hell down here, as you can see. Bit of a wobble to it too. So yeah, thanks for watching.